Here we have a new 2024 Genesis G80. This was an all-wheel drive 3.5T Sport Prestige. Comes in the beautiful Makalu gray, and then we have the Sevilla red leather interior. For the powertrain, we do get that 3.5-liter twin turbocharged V6 engine mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. That gets us 375 horsepower, 391 pound-feet of torque. Front end here, love the styling. We get the LED headlamps, LED daytime running lights. The lights don't flash like that. That's just how my camera's picking them up, but fantastic looking front fascia here. Ever since this came out, it just looks great, absolutely great. Love these wheels here. These are gonna be 20-inch alloy. Fantastic look. Now we get passive keyless entry on the front two doors. And to the door panel here, memory seat functions. We get power folding and maneuvering side mirrors here. And those do have blind spot monitors in them. One-touch automatic up and down windows, all four doors. Electronic child lock and rear window lock there. Power door lock controls. Of course, we get a Lexicon premium sound system. Electronic parking brake, pull up to engage, hit the brake, press down to disengage. We have a power boot here, auto stop toggle, traction control toggle, and then we do have power tilt and telescoping steering wheel. Love these pedals, by the way. They look really good. And then here we have our power driver seat. So we do have thigh support there, massage function, power seat bottom, seat back, four-way power lumbar support there. But a big shout out to Genesis of Cool Springs for allowing me to review this car today. I'll leave a link below in the description. But here's a quick look at the window sticker. You can pause anywhere you need to take a closer look. And then here are the packages that come on this one in particular, pushing that sticker price to $74,750. But I have the seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs. So sitting behind myself, pretty good space here. Knees are just barely brushing the back of the seat, but even with a panoramic roof, I have very good headroom, about an inch or two. Now down here, we do have the rear automatic AC controls. We can adjust fan speed, direction, temperature. The vents are here. And then right in here, bottle holders, 3-stage heated outboard seats. And then we do get a nice power sunshade there. And then 2 USB-A ports are in this additional storage compartment here in the middle. And if you want to, you can just fold all of that up, and then you can make that a third seat if you want to. So I love the flexibility that you get with this car, specifically in the rear seat here. Grab handle, then we can hang a plastic hanger or a metal hanger hook there. Let's go ahead and make our way towards the rear. And then we also have the buttons for that there. But love the Lexicon premium sound system. Again, that's a fantastic, fantastic sound you get. Premium fuel is recommended for this. To the back end here, quick look at that. LED tail lamps, integrated dual exhaust. And a quick look underneath the vehicle there. So pretty good space here. We do have 2 netted side pockets. We can pull that up or down on either side. And then underneath here, you do have a spare. That's a 19-inch wheel, so it's nice that you have that at least. Now, if you have one of these, I doubt you'll be using that. Me personally, I just call it a tow truck, and I can't afford this anyways. But I just don't want to fool with it. But here to the back, we do have our anchors here, and then the top tethers right in there. And with this being the kind of car it is, if you want access to the rear, that's your best bet there. Just have that little access. Because again, if you have a car like this, I doubt you're gonna be pulling a lot of lumber and wood with it. You can't catch a break from these alarms, but here's the front passenger seat. 4-way power lumbar, seat back, seat bottom. Lockable glove compartment. And can't say enough about this interior. I love this red, especially with this gray. Just a beautiful spec here. But as we come back around to the front here, we're just gonna take a quick look in the engine bay. And there's that 3.5-liter twin turbo V6, mostly covered up there, but let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat real quick. So nice leather wrap steering wheel here. Love the sound of that horn. But over here to the radio, we do get AM, FM, XM radio. And then we also have Bluetooth audio, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto compatibility, navigation systems here, navigation menus here if you want to search or do anything like that. Or you can just go into the actual map, hit that icon there, and I like using this view a bit better. Now for your setup, you can go in here, vehicle settings are in here, you can mess with the heads-up display, drive mode, all of that. And then you do have the general settings down here, which you can set your language, units of measurement, and all of that there. Backup cameras there, guidelines follow you as you turn the steering wheel. You have that bird's eye view as well, and then you also have that front camera too. Hazards. The vents are integrated for the AC into the actual dash, and I love that. If you look closely, you can see them, but they just look so nice, just kind of packed in there. Now to the dual zone automatic climate controls, we can adjust temperature on either side here, sync, unsync there. And then we have the auto mode, turn the whole system off. And then the fan speed as well as the fan direction is all controlled through this little touchscreen here. With those 3-stage heated cool front seats, and then you have the 2-stage heated steering wheel. And then here you do have your shortcuts. You want to put up the map, radio, media. You have a custom button here, and then your setup if you don't want to go through the touchscreen. But you also have the option to use this knob here to go through the screen too. So tons of flexibility there depending on what you want to do. Wireless charging pads down here with a USB-A, 2 USB-A ports, and then you can stow all that away there. Volume controls are here, so you can turn that up or down. You have a tune knob here, you can adjust the radio stations, and then we have a home button here, back button, and then a menu button. So depending on where you are in the actual screen, depends on what that menu button does. So if I go to map here and then hit menu, it'll pull all of that up there. Now for the shifter, pretty simple. It's just a rotary style, so turn for drive, turn for reverse, kind of turn a little bit for neutral, press P for park. And then you also have the paddle shifters behind the steering wheel here. Hit that camera button, that'll pull this up here, and then you can press and hold it to activate the parking assist system, so that's available to you as well. Parking sensors, drive modes, you can hit that there, and you do have 4 different modes: Comfort, Sport, Sport Plus, and then your custom mode, which you can configure yourself. Center console cubby space, removable tray, 12 volt. And then up here, we have a nice panoramic sunroof. And I love how they tinted the top there. I don't know what that is, but it just doesn't shine through there like it should. It looks really cool, like in the Mercedes, how they have that, the magic sky roof in the Maybach. It kind of reminds me of that. But you can control the rear shade from here in the front, and then your lights are here, sunroof controls, sunglasses holder there, and then that garage door transmitter is integrated in that rear view mirror. Vanity mirrors there. Now back to the steering wheel. Blinkers are here, and you do get those cameras, those blind spot cameras, so depending on what turn signal you have on, shows you what that is. And then headlamp controls are there. In auto mode, you can toggle this for the high beams. And then when the regular low beams are on, you can just toggle the high beams there. You get automatic wipers, 1 time off, auto low high. You can adjust the auto sensitivity there, pull up for the front wiper fluid. And then you have the mode button, which you can push that to go through your audio sources and set that up. This custom steering wheel button, you can do the same there. And then a Bluetooth buttons here, volume controls can be adjusted there. Click there to mute, and then you can go through your track list or radio station presets when saved using this knob here. Now over here to the right side, we do get smart cruise. We can activate that there, adjust the gap for that there, turn on the lane centering there, adjust speed, pause, and then resume here. And then this goes through your sub menus and your gauge cluster in the middle. And then when applicable, you can scroll down in each sub menu. So tire pressure monitors are there. I love this view showing you the turbo, the torque, and all of that. But then you can go through the rest of the sub menus as you see fit. You just have those 3 there. So I'm gonna leave that how I like it right there. But heads-up display is right in front of me. Push button start. Finally, key fob with remote start. Then we have that active parking assist there as well if you want to pull the vehicle in or out. But next, let's go ahead and take this 2024 Genesis G80 out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this G80, oh, it's just so exhilarating having this twin turbo V6. Just incredible pull. The sound you get is fantastic. And this car is a lot more agile than it puts on. It feels like this would be more of a bouncy ride, kind of like the G90, like an S-Class almost, but you do get a nice ride, fantastic ride. And then you have great power, and it's still fun to drive. The G90 is good, but it's just not something that you want to put your foot into, but the G80 here is just fun, very fun. Now I will say though, the ride quality is very good. You can kind of feel the road with these bigger 20-inch alloy wheels. Someone like myself, I don't really care, but that might be an issue for you if you are more worried about comfort as opposed to overall drivability. But the driving dynamics are fantastic. And the pull, you can see that torque as soon as I go ahead and put my foot down just a little bit. How much I get, it's very nice. Now I'm going to put it into my Sport Plus. See, I'm in Sport Plus now. And then I'm going to activate these paddle shifters. Again, the sound is just great. I'm gonna try and give it some pull here. We're gonna edit this video. It looks like we have a little traffic issue, so we'll see how that goes. So I have a little space here. I'm gonna try and give it a pull from first. Oh, that's great. So great. Gosh, it's just so quick. It's a twin turbo V6, just phenomenal. Oh man. And again, it's nice to have the best of both worlds with this car. Rides well, very luxurious, but a beast with this twin turbo V6. No one's behind me. I'm gonna give myself another pull as these cars get out the way. Yeah, just a great driving car. But again, what really gets me on this is you get something that's very luxurious, but it sounds like a beast. I don't know if it's some kind of sound enhancement or whatever, but it sounds so great in this car from a performance aspect, just in terms of the exhaust system, the engine sound, all of that. It's very, very refined, very impressive. I'm gonna go ahead and change the drive mode. One thing I will say is, and it's a little thing, but it's annoying. Once you get used to it, I'm sure it's not a big deal, but the drive mode button is kind of not where I'd expect it to be, just because this knob is here. I'd want the drive mode button somewhere here, maybe a little bit bigger, or maybe a flap of some sort that I can tap to go from eco to custom to sport, whatever. Switch this back. I didn't even know where I was. All right, so I'm in comfort now. And I'm gonna be here for the rest of the test drive. But comparing this to a BMW, probably a 6 Series be the best way. I don't necessarily want to compare this with the flagship 7 Series or Mercedes S-Class, just because the G90 does a great job at giving them a run for their money there. But this is like in between an E-Class and an S-Class for me. Probably closer to E-Class, but just everything else performance-wise is what you get here. It just reminds me of the S-Class. But it's a very, very impressive car, from the performance to the luxury you get inside to the exterior styling. And then probably the most impressive is going to be the price compared to a similarly equipped vehicle from the big German 3 Audi, BMW, and then Mercedes-Benz. But great car nonetheless. And with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2024 Genesis G80.